I might be just wasting my potential. I might be, ignoring something deeper that I have within me. There's talents that I want to share, but I just don't know how to even begin. Reprogram our habits to align with our dream life. But the thing is sometimes we get kind of comfortable with what we see and we kind of just maybe lay back a little bit on our ambition. And I'm here to share with you how to make space for that, because sometimes when we are just in the flow of things and you're on a routine and you have certain things that you do, certain places you visit, certain tasks that you do throughout the day, it becomes more difficult to have any space for anything else because you're just so inundated with what you're already doing. Making space for the unexpected or the unknown can feel a little uncomfortable. You might feel a little bit like kind of strange or wonky, almost as if like you're waiting for some invisible Christmas day to be here, and you might feel like it's like a waste of time. That's how it's in the beginning. That's how it is in the beginning. It's to take time for yourself, step back, have some silence, go for a walk without any music, take some time to sit down and journal. Taking that time for yourself to be in absolute silence is going to jog the right side of your brain. That's the creative side. A lot of us are operating from our logical mind, which is I put in this work, I do my 9 to 5, and I should be able to retire by a certain time, and see how it's like so logistical, and there's compartments for certain things, and expectations and things like that. So that's our left side of our brain. Our right side of our brain is the one that's when we create space and when we take time to step outside of that expected reality, that creative time. It gets the juices going. It gets the creativity brewing, because right now you're so focused on what you see on the outside that there's just no room for anything else. And I don't know if I could compare it to something like in a sense of like, you reorganize your house and it makes space for new furniture, or you get rid of like 5 pairs of shoes, but you find it an amazing pair of shoes that you've always wanted. And that's basically what we're doing, but with your life, so on a bigger scale. So let's see. Creating an intention. So once you decide to start, taking that time to just get quiet, get observant, allow those kinds of things, is very feminine energy. Once you do that, it's time to set an intention. And once we set an intention, so say, you come up with an idea, you have a goal in mind, but you just think like, the audacity. I don't know if I could ever, what makes me credible? What makes me think that I can make this work? I don't really know anybody in that industry to help me with that, but I'm still craving something new. And it takes some time, but setting that intention is going to help you, but also just not second guessing. There should be no other options in regard to this. So for example, if you say you want to write a book, or if you say that you want to switch your career or something like that, there should be no other option. There should be no option for you to go back. So how can we make this work? It just has to work. And that conviction that like, that's it, like there is no other option. It creates pathways and it moves obstacles from your path to help that happen. But once we start kind of like tiptoeing in that potential reality and like start guessing or second guessing or doubting yourself or having that imposter syndrome, it's going to create friction. It's not only that, it doesn't feel good, and then it stops you from taking action on those things. So like if you've got these dreams or these goals that you feel would be amazing to invite into your life, it's just setting that intention and doing your very best to not doubt yourself when it comes to that, and taking those steps, taking that action towards it. Goal setting that actually works, that actually gets results is stepping into that reality now, as if it is already here. And within that, that comes with emotions, that comes with emotions of what would it feel like to wake up and have that dream reality be here, that career that you're trying to invite, that that new side hustle that you're trying to create. What would it feel like if somebody were to just invest in you and, you know, sponsor you, or you know, invite you to share your expertise on this topic? Like, what would it feel like? Would you feel like enthralled? Would you feel like so grateful? Would you feel like, would your voice change? The speed of how you're speaking, would that change? Because when we're really excited about something, it usually does. Like you got like kind of like giddy, you kind of get like really like sparkly energy and stuff like that. And that's what we're trying to invite here. And I know it does sound kind of strange to like invite an emotion that you're not really feeling right now. You might feel kind of frustrated. You might feel like, you know, like, what is the point? Or that you're not qualified. And I'm here to share with you, hell yeah, you're qualified. You are qualified, and the longer it takes for you to take action, the worse it's gonna feel. It just doesn't feel good when you wake up and you feel, you know, like you're not really putting any effort towards that goal or that inspiration. You go to bed at night feeling a little bit more empty. And that's who I'm here for. That's who I'm hoping to connect with today. If you're on the fence of trying something new and actually getting results to step into a new reality, it's just time to reprogram your habits. That's all. And you know what I've done recently, and I thought it was really cool. To me, it's been holding me accountable and reminding me of why it's going to be so helpful for me to contribute to this. And I wrote a list of things to do throughout the day. It's like a checklist, and this is to bring forward that lifestyle, the goals that I'm trying to reach, quicker. And it's reminding me of like, hey, don't doubt yourself. Hey, keep contributing to it. Like, just because your views are lower than, you know, somebody that's, you know, at this kind of level or whatever it may be, like, it reminds me to continue to push forward and, you know, really niche down who it is that I'm speaking to. And so far, I just find it so helpful. It reminds me of not only to keep my body healthy, to invest in my craft, to continue to write, continue to read. I'm so excited because I just stepped back into journaling. It has been a while since I've journaled, and my idea for this, behind the journaling for the longest time, was I was using my journal to write down things that I did not want to share with others, things that I needed to let go, heavy burdens that I had carried for so long, and goals and things like that. And after a while, I kind of let it go because I felt like I was using my videos as a journal. And now I understand inviting that journal back to be able to just talk about my day and how I interpret things, and, you know, my goals or my visions or dreams and things like that. I can write that down, and it activates the right side of our brain. So again, I can't express this enough, how important it is to invest in our right side of our brain, get that creative flow going. It's going to allow us to have more space to find ways that we can use our talents. And I really believe that all of us are born here on this earth, on this planet, with amazing talents and gifts. So how can we find ways to use our gifts to benefit the world around us? And yeah, that's exciting.